In a couple of videos, you've noticed me with a Tim Hortons coffee. I've noticed that while on the road, certain brands, that's why it's important to do branding really well, and I talk to clients about that, but you get to know them for their reliability and the familiarity, especially when you're in places unknown. You see the Tim Hortons sign and voila, there it is. And no, I'm not shilling for them. They're not a sponsor of mine. I'm just trying to get to a point around the familiarity of our lives, and we look for that. We look for the comfort and ease in which they afford us, because we know what we're going to get. It may not be stellar, but you're comfortable enough with that particular place or situation to deliver what it is that you're looking for. In many cases, what we're looking for while on our trips are something hot to drink that is palatable enough, washrooms that are fairly clean, place to plug in for Wi-Fi and work and so forth. And places like Tim Hortons and such offer that. And that's why, with anything that we do in life is remains as our signature, as our signal, as our brand, our personal brand, if you will. And as a van lifer, we look for those things that offer us that little bit of comfort, not necessarily ease, but comfort. It's not always easy being out here. We don't have the structure of a stationary home. We are mobile. We are nomads. And as wonderful as that is at times, yeah, it is nice to have familiar things in your life. And we offer up things like these restaurants or coffee houses to start our day. We know where to go. They're open early. They give us a hot drink. You can use the facilities, etc. The gym is another one. Anytime Fitness. Again, basically what you're getting now. Not all locations are created equal. I'll say that. But for the most part, you know what you're getting. And I'm going to sort of suss out some places like that along the journey to talk about them more. Some are insignificant. You don't see them. They're just part of the landscape. But even in your own life, what are some things that are familiar to you that you sometimes forget about, that provide the security for you to get through your day? How do you start your day? As a van lifer, it's always a question of what's going on today. Where will we be today? What are we doing today? So there's not full structure, but there is a little bit of structure, but not full structure. So if you're thinking about this as a lifestyle for you, just keep that in mind. You won't have all the comforts of quote unquote home, but you can create them as you go. So I wonder what we will be doing today. Before we get started on the day's activities, it's all about chores. About creating a neat and tidy, organized space so one can survive. It's not easy living in a 80 square foot space, and it's even less than that now that all the things that we're taking across the country with us, because we're in moving mode. We're not in excursion mode. So one of the big things to do is to ensure that we are well organized, clutter free as much as we possibly can make it under such circumstances. Clean up, clear out, put things away, fold things up, and just neaten the place up to provide a sense of organization. I love living in spaces that are neat and tidy and organized. And yes, it's a van, but it's still home. So now that that's been done, onward to the rest of the day. Just taking a quick look outside to see where I am. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I wonder, where is this? It takes a little bit to reorient myself for the day because one's constantly on the move. But next, laundry. It's the bane of our existence. It's a must do, must have situation. And when you're on the road, life on the road demands that you find the best laundromats. And this one in the Toronto region really provides everything. And they have an attendant in there that's always keeping things clean and tidy and neat and in working condition. And I love the live plants that they have in the place. But onward. Niagara on the Lake. It is It brings back such memories for me, guys. It's one of my childhood memories that I just love to revisit. This area is called Niagara-on-the-Lake. It's a charming town located in southern Ontario, Canada, known for its picturesque streets lined with historic buildings, and it's a popular tourist destination. I love now that I'm a tourist and I can come back and see it through my adult eyes. It's also known for its wineries and the Shaw Festival, a renowned theater festival. And it's quite close to Niagara Falls. The town has a rich history and offers a variety of cultural experiences, including art galleries. There are amazing boutiques and fine dining options. Also, Niagara-on-the-Lake is surrounded by beautiful natural landscape like the Niagara Escarpment, and it makes a great place for outdoor activities such as hiking and cycling, and the best picnic ever, guys. Just, can you feel the energy as I show you this? These are some of the homes that belong to the winery owners. And they're facing out towards the Niagara Gorge. Now, the drive from Niagara-on-the-Lake to the falls is another great scenic journey that offers beautiful views of the Niagara River and the surrounding natural landscapes. As you follow the Niagara Parkway, also known as the Niagara River Scenic Drive, which we're currently on right now, you'll pass by lush parks, vineyards, and more historic sites like Fort George. Along the way, you can stop at various lookout points to admire the river and catch glimpses of the breathtaking falls in the distance. The drive is quite short, approximately 30 minutes, but it's a wonderful way to appreciate the beauty of the region and make the most of your visit to this area.
I remember sitting there at that restaurant because we came here for a tournament.
There it is. That's the American Falls there off to your left. And down there, this is the Maid of the Mist. This is an iconic boat tour, taking visitors on a thrilling journey to experience the grandeur of the falls up close. I took my daughter there when she was quite young, and I can still feel the thunder and hear the thunder and roar of those falls up close, the way this particular tour boat is going to be. You know, it's been operating since the mid-19th century, and the Maid of the Mist offers passengers the opportunity to cruise right to the base of both the American and Horseshoe Falls, and also called the Canadian Falls. As the powerful cascades create mists and rainbows all around, passengers aboard the Maid of the Mist can feel the immense power and beauty of the falls right up close. This is why we had to wear rain jackets, top and bottom, basically, or it's a big poncho, I believe it was when I was there, just so you won't get soaking wet. You still get wet, but it could be worse without the poncho. The sight and sound of millions of gallons of water plunging down the cliffs are truly awe-inspiring, making the Maid of the Mist a must-do experience if you're visiting the falls. Now I'm going to stop talking for a minute and just let you experience. Well, there you go. Another episode of Mentor Pamela the Van, and I'm going to leave you with some more views of pastoral views from Niagara on the lake. If you can ever swing it, find yourself there. See you next week.